Alright, welcome back to another D&D movie time with me and Cora the Grump. She's been a little bit grumpy today, but we're going to muddle through. So, Cora, we have watched all 9 of the Star Wars movies. We have watched 2 Ewok movies. And, now we're on to side Star Wars movies. Do you know what that means?
Side Star Wars movies?
Like, yeah, this is stuff that is technically canon, but, I mean, well, let me just ask you this. In all of Star Wars, who's your favorite character?
Wicket.
You're supposed to say Solo. Han Solo.
No.
That's supposed to be your favorite character. That's everyone's favorite character.
No.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Because I just don't.
I mean, they made a whole movie just based around him, so he has to be the entire franchise's main favorite character, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. And the Ewoks got 2, and basically the entire show!
Well, that's what we'll be watching today. It's called Solo. It's going to tell us the backstory of Han Solo. Everyone's most absolute favorite character. The one whose history is wrapped in myth and legends. And we need to fully uncover everything there is to know about Han Solo. Because that's who everybody loves the most. What are you shaking your head no for? It is. Why else would they make a movie about Solo and nobody else?
Let's see. They made 2 movies of the Ewoks, mostly on Wicket.
Okay, you can get off the Ewoks. We don't need...
They also made an entire cartoon show.
Okay, Cora, I need you to let go of the Ewoks and come down, okay?
No. And then, let's see. They got the Christmas special, which yes includes Solo, but also it's mostly one of the fully mobs.
You mean Wookiees?
Yes, Wookiees.
Chewbacca?
Chewbacca. And then let's see what else. They got the Mandalorian.
Yeah, but the Mandalorian isn't a character in the main series.
Hey, still on the character.
But I mean, of all the characters we need to see, I mean, we know everything there is to know about C-3PO and R2-D2. We've seen their beginnings, we've seen their ending, well, kind of their endings. We've been with them long enough. With the Skywalker family, same deal. We've seen them rise and fall. We've seen all that. Of all the characters, I mean, same with Boba Fett. We've seen him from a child to an adult to an old man. We don't need to see any more Boba Fett. Honestly, if they were going to do a movie on anyone, they should have probably picked Yoda and had a Yoda movie, but I digress.
What would be the plot, exactly?
I mean, it could be anything, like his younger days. They could have had, I believe, I'm not 100%, but I think there's a story of, in Yoda's very younger days, he turned to the dark side and then came back to the light side all on his own because, I don't know, something to do with his planet being destroyed. I mean, they could have had a story like that, introducing us to some of the older stuff. I mean, that's why Yoda was the master of masters, because he knows both sides of the Force, That's why when, Palpatine and, Dooku mainly, when Dooku threw his lightning at Yoda, Yoda just kind of caught it like a ball, let's play. But I would like to see, Yoda's life story before Episode 1, but no, they decided, hey, we're going to do one on Han Solo. So, now have you seen this one before?
No. But my point still stands. They made other movies of other characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyways, all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take off and watch this movie. When we come back, Cora can tell us the full life story of Han Solo before episode 4, because that's what this covers. So we'll see you after the movie.
Bye.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together crew.
I'm a driver. I'm a flyer.
I waited a long time for a shot like this.
What do you think? Well, what do you know?
You got a line on the ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true.
Everything you heard about me is true.
L3! Let's go with a mean man's face.
Who are these guys?
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
Might wanna buckle up, baby.
Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you, and you will never be disappointed.
I got a really good feeling about this.
When do you know how to fly?
190 years old?
You look great.
Bless you.
Alright, so we just finished watching Solo, a Star Wars story.
Jinx, you want me to set up?
Come on.
Okay, sorry.
So what was this movie about, Cora?
So, short version, basically the life of Solo before the movies. Long version, we open up with Solo and his girlfriend, basically.
Trying to escape.
Yeah, that. And we get this chasing, and then they end up in like an airport thing that isn't actually an airport, but still. And
A space station?
I guess still kind of like an airport.
A space station?
Still kind of like an airport.
Come on.
Done.
Do they get away?
Halfly. Solo gets away, the girl gets kidnapped, well not kidnapped, but captured. Solo basically joins the
Empire.
The Empire. And then he goes on, then he gets, 3 days later.
3 years later?
That's what it said.
You said 3 days.
Like 3 days later. I saw it said the 3 years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it said years.
You said days, but it was years. I doubt it was 3 days later.
I said years! You're the one who said days.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Come on, let's go.
Right. So it's 3 years later. Okay, he wants to basically join the mission that he's not in the clearance for, or he's not made that, but he can't go in the mission because he can't.
What movie did you watch? They're in the middle of a battle, and
Yeah,
these
that's
guys who are clearly imposters
No, that's not that.
are trying to steal a ship.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't think that was very necessary.
And then they turn in him, making it sound like he's a traitor. And what do they do with them?
They sent him into the pit
And
with the Wookiee, which happens to be the very Wookiee he travels with.
and what's that Wookiee's name?
Chewie.
You mean Chewbacca?
Chewie.
Well, I'm not going to say that every time. Anyways,
Those two escape. They go on a mission with 3 other people. 4 pieces. Yeah, 3. And only out of the, let's say, 5 people, only 3 of them make it out alive. And then
they don't get the thing they're after.
yeah, they don't get the money.
No, they're after coaxium,
Okay,
which is space fuel.
they don't get They don't get the coaxium.
Refined coaxium.
They don't get the refined coaxium.
So they failed, and then they have to report to their boss that the Crimson Sun. Come on, you just watched this.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
And yeah. Remember that conversation we had about memory earlier? Yeah, memory.
I do.
Anyways, they are about to be killed because they fail their mission.
And then Solo basically convinces them if he can get something else.
Unrefined coaxium, which is even more dangerous.
I was getting to that. That happened, and then
They need a ship.
they need a ship, so they go get a ship, which happens to be the Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon.
Well, is this a Falcon? Millennium Falcon. But I cannot speak.
But who has the Falcon?
The guy that portrayed him in the actual movies.
In Empire?
Yeah, in Empire.
Lando?
Yeah, Orlando. Anyways,
You just can't wait till you're done, can you?
no.
So they go on a mission. Do they all make it through the mission? Do they get the unrefined coaxium? What happens?
They get the unrefined coaxium, and only one of them dies. The ship gets damaged a lot.
Which one dies?
Well, let's see. Let's go through the rest who did.
Well, you haven't even mentioned this character. The droid?
Oh yeah, the droid.
You didn't even mention the droid. So anyways, what do they do with the droid?
Made whole part of the ship.
Yep. Part of the crew, part of the ship. Anyways, so now she's part of the ship's computer.
They get basically sent in a black hole, but not exactly in the black hole. Before I say anything, it is a black hole.
And they
It's basically it.
have a space chase, couple space chases in the maelstrom. They finally make it out. Then they take it to the station to be refined, right?
And then it turns out one of them betrayed the other, but then Solo knew that the guy was going to betray them, so then Solo betrayed him. If that makes any sense.
Not really. But then we get official confirmation that Cora's never seen. She's only heard me mention it. Who do we find out is still alive and running Crimson Dawn?
The old man?
No. Darth Maul?
Yes, but he's wet, so...
Did you notice his legs were mechanical?
Yes.
After he got cut in half by Obi-Wan in episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fell down a pit. And somehow he survived that. I know how he survived. I'm just saying. Everybody gets all bent out of shape over Palpatine surviving. Yet Darth Maul survived being cut in half and dropped down a pit, basically. And everybody's perfectly fine with that. But God forbid Palpatine returns and, well, everybody loses their minds. So anyways. But yeah, that was Solo. I do know that they were talking about making a sequel. I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to get that now. People have crapped on all these kinds of movies. Only one of these movies ever got a positive review. And that was the one we're going to watch next week. Rogue One. So. But alright, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will give our final thoughts and scores.
See you in a bit.
In the shadows, the tale unfolds. The guardian loves, the story holds. Shame the ordinary, thrust in the light to fight the darkness to make it right. Chosen by fate, path unknown, to rise up as more than just skin and bone. Oh, guardian of the light, stand strong and proud in the face of darkness. Rise from the crowd with every spell cast. Let the magic ignite. Shame the new Santa brings hope to the night. With whispers of magic he steps through the door. In a world of wonder he yearns to explore. Secrets lurking behind every charm. To wield the power he must stay warm. The North Pole calls the winter inside. For the spirit out of joy he must learn tonight. Oh, guardian of the light, stand strong and proud in the face of darkness. Rise from the crowd with every spell cast. Let the magic ignite. Shame the new Santa brings hope to the night. In this wondrous tale of courage and light, the legacy lives on in the heart of the light.
Stop. Alright, Cora, starting with you. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Solo, a Star Wars story?
9 out of 10. It was good.
Is there anything you really liked? Anything you really disliked?
Chasing and explosions.
You liked or disliked?
Liked.
Anything you really disliked?
Was it just me or was it just a bit short?
No,
Was it just me?
I think it's just you.
Okay, yeah, so it's just me, so never mind. The droid, the three, not C, L, C, I forgot the droid name.
That's your favorite character?
Yes. But I don't like how she got, like, the least amount of screen time. Out of every character here.
Actually, she was my least favorite character.
Okay, what's the newest thing I can throw you at?
Nothing. You don't need to throw things.
Meh.
That kind of behavior get you in enough trouble? Anyways, anything else you want to say about this movie? Favorite scene?
No.
Alright, well then moving on to my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this one a 9 also. I really do like it. I like how it really sets up Han's character. Granted, it was better than I thought it was going to be because, I mean, I didn't think much of when I first heard that they were coming out with a Han Solo movie. I'm like,
haven't you watched
again,
this before?
really? Really? Of all the characters in Star Wars, we're going to go Han Solo?
Oh, I thought he was the most fan favorite.
Well, I mean, again, as I said in the intro, why else would they not make a movie on pretty much so many other characters? We could have gotten a Luke story, you know, something that takes
Luke
place
Skywalker.
after 6, 7, or something. We could have gotten a solo Luke story without, you know what I mean?
A solo Luke, that definitely makes sense.
We could have gotten a Yoda story. We could have gotten a Mace Windu story or something. Like a young Mace Windu. But no, we went with Han Solo. And, I mean, everybody freaked out when he died. And nobody even really ever talks about the fact, in the sequel trilogy, they die in the same order of which Luke met them. Or I should say, the audience met them.
Yes, because the entire
Or I should say,
story
they died in
follows
reverse
along Luke.
order. They die in reverse order of how we meet them. Because in episode 4, we first met Leia.
Mm-hmm.
Then we met Luke. Then we met Han. Then in 7, we lose Han. Then in 8, we lose Luke. And then we lose Leia in the last one. So they came in like in the opposite order. They go out. But nobody ever talks about that. And like I said, it just seems so weird to make a Han Solo movie. I mean, from what I understand, they were planning on doing a whole bunch of these for individual characters that they never did. But, I mean, this one didn't do great. Granted, it was putting up with a lot. It was putting up with a lot of hate from the sequel trilogy. It was putting up with a lot of the COVID-19 crap. It was putting up with so much that it really did not stand that much of a chance. Rogue One, like I said, is pretty much the only one that's done better. We'll see how the Mandalorian and Grogu do, but...
You're talking about an entire series, which almost every movie, about 99% of the movies, have been hated one after another. As you said, the only movie that had not been hated was Rogue One. Every series is not getting liked. They ain't gonna make more.
Oh, they're gonna make more.
After Solo.
They're not gonna sit on the Star... Disney is not gonna sit on the ownership of Star Wars.
I was talking about the Solo movies. Oh, just the Solo movies, because one is called a Solo and 2, there ain't more.
Yeah, it's probably weird to call it just Solo, a Star Wars story. That's why I always throw in the Star Wars story, because if I'm talking about like a solo movie of a character, I won't say the Star Wars story bit. That's how you distinguish what we're talking about. But alright, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this review. Drop your comments down below. Like I said, I really like this. I like the setups of how he got where he got. I even liked the robot was not my favorite character, but I enjoyed the robot. Not as much as many of the others. I'd say she's lower than C-3PO, and maybe we'll do a Star Wars droid review one day, where we review all the droids. But I like the fact that they worked her in as becoming part of the ship, and that explains in the future why the ship is quote-unquote temperamental. So it kind of fits. But yeah, I mean, that's really the biggest thing, and we got to see Lando, and I thought the guy who did Lando did a great job. I buy him more as a young Lando than I bought the main actor as a young Han Solo. But I mean, he didn't do a horrible job, so. But anyways, like I said, that's going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We will see you all next week with Rogue One.